So Thanksgiving went well. The thing is, I forgot to record an intro to the Thanksgiving cook. And so, hey, I'm getting new at this. You're going to see a lot of shaking and moving around and some very amateur video in this first episode of Burnt Offerings from P-Rob's Smokehouse. But hey, it's going to be a good episode. The turkeys came out great. It was a great time for Thanksgiving. So, hey, stay tuned and watch this. So I'm going to do two birds the exact same way, but I'm going to show you one. How we are going to cut it for this meal. I'm using a Blackstone knife there. First thing you do, obviously, you remove this plastic piece that tries to keep everything together after you remove all the insides there. We keep the insides though for stew and things like that. Yeah, you don't want to fry it with plastic in there, that'd be gross. Okay, so what we do first is we're going to take the thermometer out too. So first is we're going to turn the bird over here. We're going to find the leg, okay? You want to break that down there. There you go. So what you're going to do is you're going to move the wings out of the way, right? And you start cutting right down there, and you'll see the bone. You just want to cut right along the bone there to get that through. Push it back even further. Just make sure you put a little pressure on it. Get it to cut through there. Do that second bone. Call it up. We have two. Now, you want to stand it up and you see this here. Now you want to cut down through there as well. To get into there. Get these wings out of the way. This is how you kind of reverse spatchcock. Get to the breastbones there, and we'll start splitting it up. And remember, we're not going to do any seasoning until after the brine. So let's go inside and I'll show you the brine now. Yep, so just filling up both with water. The red one will be the spatchcock we're going to smoke, and this one will be the frying one. So, all right, I'm going to tie them up. I'm going to put the lids on. And we'll see them sometime on Wednesday evening to dry them out. And then Thursday, we'll get them all cooked up. So these will just sit in the garage until it's time to come out tomorrow. So hey everybody, so we're here the night before Thanksgiving and we've already brined the turkey and we just took it out. It's drying up in the fridge right now. So what we're gonna do now is get it ready for tomorrow by putting out the seasoning on it, and then we're gonna stick it. It's cold enough. If you notice, it's windy, it's cold. We actually had some hail earlier. It's gonna be cold enough. We're just gonna stick it into the Gravity XT, the one turkey, and then we're gonna put the fried turkey in the fryer, just leave it on the basket on top there so it's ready to go. So we're gonna season it tonight and then we're gonna move on from there. So let's look at what we're gonna do to season it. So I told you we needed the seasoning, or we used the seasoning from the Kinder on the inside, so we do want some seasoning on the outside. So we're gonna use sweet pepper from Fire and Smoke, but we wanted to get some grapeseed oil as the binder. So again, the legs, the cavity there as well. Flip it over here. Some more oil on the binder. Man, it's windy. All right, so like I said, we're just gonna let it sit in the fryer. So it's ready to go. So we ran out of the sweet peeper, so we switched over to Superbird, and we used the cooking rack, and so this will hang out in the Masterbuilt Gravity XT until we start tomorrow morning as well. So needless to say, this mac and cheese is going to have a lot of cheese in it. So yeah, that's a lot of cheese. We're going to be using the Masterbuilt Auto Ignite for this one. See you in the morning. Well, so there you have it. That's it. We're going to wait till tomorrow morning, and I think around 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. we'll get going with smoking the first one. Now remember, I know a lot of people tell you, get all the dirty smoke out first and then put the turkey on there. I'm telling you, we do it right from the beginning. We let all that smoke, all that stuff get in there from the beginning, gives it a good, nice smoke taste on it as well, and then you let it get up the temperature and cook. And so you're going to see it's a really, really good thing. So we'll see you tomorrow. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're going to start our cooks a little early because it's windy and it's cold this morning. But shout out to Becky and Lauren, who are working at the truck stop this morning at Starbucks and BK. But yeah, we're going to serve around 3 p.m. My original thoughts was 10 a.m., but it's 9:15. We're going to start and get everything going now. We'll start with smoking the turkey. So we'll go on the Gravity XT. We're going to remove it from the cooking tray, and then we're going to let it go for the whole time there. And then we're also going to, we'll start everything else later. All right, so let's get it going. So, yep, we took it off of the cooking rack, and so we'll go straight from there. I got this nice little solar powered power bank there, and we'll be using our RFX to have our ambient probe. Just get ready to make sure that the cook is going well. So, yeah, let's start up the Gravity XT. So we have our thermal works placed in the thigh and the breast at the thicker points as well, and we'll watch all the cooks using the ThermalWorks app. So once you get the fire started down, then you also look for the hopper to make sure smoke is coming out. You want to give it about 2 minutes to make sure it's going the whole way through, and then we'll start with the Gravity XT. All right, so now on the Masterbuilt Auto Ignite, we got the hopper going, and so now we're going to start smoking the cheese.
A few moments later.
So since we're getting close, I went ahead and we're putting the garlic butter in the smoker to heat it up so we can drizzle it once we let the turkey sit for a little bit. Went ahead and did a midpoint stir and check on the mac and cheese. Man, look at all that cheesy goodness. Oh, baby. All right, so now we're gonna let it rest for 15 minutes before we drizzle it with the garlic butter. It's looking good. All right, folks, moment of truth. We are going to drop the bird. All right. We have, look, see, this is the Masterbuilt. It's 10XL, so it's like it's a big one. We filled it just to the line. So we're gonna drop slowly, very slowly. So now the bird is going to sit a little bit and kind of like a warming function on the heater. We just finished putting the garlic butter on there, and so just going to let it sit now. All right, we pulled the bird right at 165 internal temperature on the breast. We're going to let it sit in a cooking rack. Actually, we opted just to leave it in the basket, so we can have both turkeys just kind of chilling. All right, folks, we got the mac and cheese going. Put in there. We got Matt's here. Hi, Matt. Everybody say hi, Matt. There's Matt. Here we go. Matt got the ham. Crazy. He got special guests on the
coffee
pod today.
Right there.
This guy is incredible. All right, we're going to put on the griddle. So Thanksgiving was a hit. I had Pastor Matt Sands here with his family. Mom came from Indiana. I had some Christian school teachers there as well. It was a really, really good Thanksgiving. So see you next time on Burnt Offerings. And hold on, there's Pastor Matt right there.
Hey.
All right, see you guys later.